from South Africa. Been a while. I didn't vlog. Anyway, yeah, today I want to talk about a little bit South Africa, live and do business in South Africa. Sometimes we hear people, we see videos in YouTube and whatever. And some of them, they don't reflect the reality of South Africa. Most of them, they're done on such way to misinterpret what's happening in South Africa. But this,
To
what
set
I'm not.
up your device using a screen reader, turn on narrator by pressing Windows and Control
Sorry,
and Enter. For more accessibility features, press
I'm
Windows
just
menu
update my
or select
computer.
the accessibility icon in the bottom
So
corner.
it's very difficult to live in South Africa, to be honest with you. Uh, it is something else. And sometimes I admire people who come and they do still believe there is something here. Yeah, people come from Malawi, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, and other places. Not Europeans. Europeans are no longer immigrated to South Africa. Africans, we. But unfortunately, South Africans are very racist. It took me a while to digest here. My wife is South African, my kids are South African. But I have to be true. South African black people are very racist, deep racist. And sometimes I used to think the Afrikaners, the whites, they used to be, yeah, there's segregation, but what you live every day, they're out there on the road, on the street, when you go to the police station, when you go to the government's office, when you go, is racism on a first hand. You just be treated bad, like you're a monkey, like you're a dog, like you're not a human being. That is the real South Africans. So me, I don't have time to waste and lie, say, South Africans are good people, South Africans are this, South Africa. No, let's talk the real shit. Because how do you explain to me I bought a car with my own money and then somebody comes and say I do not have a right to buy that car? How do you explain to me the money I have ever worked cannot belong to me, have to belong to a South African because I bought a house in his own country? So South Africans, they don't know about their freedom. That is the first instance. This is the first thing. After I live here many years, the South Africans think their freedom was being gained by themselves. No, they don't know history. The South African people, they don't know their own history. For the freedoms they have today, they are foreigners, lot of foreigners, especially from Mozambique. I have to be clear. Foreigners from Mozambique, they die like chickens for the freedom of this country. Yeah, it's true, people, they apartheid, kill people on the streets, done this. But to achieve this freedom and make the whites give the country back to the South Africans, many people die in Zambia, in Zimbabwe, in Mozambique, in Malawi, in Tanzania, in Namibia, cross-border war. Many. And today, you go in the street, you show your ID, you are South African. They feel offended. But I was driving to Northwest, and all the way along the road to Northwest to Sun City, all the sponsorships are foreigners working till late in the evening. All these shops there. And then I ask, where the South Africans? Why the South Africans that don't go their city? Why the people come to do business in South Africa is harder for as a foreigner. It's very hard. You have to face challenges, even they are not out there. You have to face hate, violence. These are two face things you have to face for the customer. Be violent and racist, but he still want to buy milli from you. And then I question myself, how are you going to be violent and racist and then you still want to buy milli from me? It's a very painful thing. I have been experiment something never I thought all these years. Even when I was talking to my wife, is a South Africa, I was like, I went to FNB bank, my own money that I worked. When I went pick up the money to pay some people's salaries, and this gentleman in the bank here in Santon, when I show my passport, he got outrageous. He jumped from the city. How you open an account in South Africa? You are foreigner. You should not be here. This country, this is for us. Shows you the level of ignorance. But they want to go to the UK, they want to go to Finland, they want to go to Norway, they want to go to Germany, they want to go to Russia, they want to go to Philippines, they want to go to India, they want to go to China, they want to go everywhere. And they want to be respected. But only those people from those countries come here. They don't want to understand. In South Africa, even they don't understand the food they put in their fucking mouths. They can't produce themselves. Sorry for the swear. And then it's really, really sad. It's really sad. I'm facing a challenge. Me to get my permit, my residence permit, was like a joke. A joke. The lawyer who got paid and everything, say to me, I have put your papers in Home office, took the money, 95,000 rands. This is 20 years ago. When we investigate, the Home Affairs was no documentation, nothing. We have to relaunch the process. So, if you are planning to come to South Africa, or you are planning, or you're thinking, whatever, this is not a bad thing I'm talking about here. This country is messed up. They don't know what they want. First of all, the South Africans themselves, they don't know what they want of their country. That is the first thing. They think they can walk anywhere and that is, everything's fine, everything is good. No, everything is not fine, everything is not good. You have to study, you have to understand. If you're gonna work in the bank, you have to understand how the bank works, you have to be trained. When you are serving somebody in a counter, you don't say, hey, Kunjan, yes, Bob, hey, yeah. No, you are dealing with the customer. Yeah, he's your friend, this person, yeah. You respect your customer, so you create confidence with the customer. Your customer will come back to you next time. That's why you see people going to the banks here or go to institutions because of the misbehavior of them. Is their culture? Yes, I have accepted that. I'm not disputing. It's not their culture. It is their culture, yeah. But at least acknowledge that you're dealing with a customer. Finish deal with the customer, and then you can do whatever you want. Because that customer will come back. That is the business, is the basic principles. It's the same when we're inside the aeroplane. Aeroplane is like a bus. You're not gonna sit there. Your friend is sit there in the back. Hey, Sibosiso, right? No, you don't do these things. People, they will not want to see you travel with you ever. You will be restrained. And then you're gonna say, no, the people in the plane, the racist, they mistreat you, whatever. So this, the life I'm doing today is just say to come to South Africa. It's fine. It's okay. Beautiful place, beautiful country, lot of opportunities. South African industry is dead, but if you come here with hopes and dreams, you're gonna get a job. You're gonna be easy, right? Forget about it. Yeah, it's not easy, right? Most of South Africans, they don't know or they never been abroad, and they have this resentment, this ownership idea, this culture that's been transmitted them by politicians, most of the politicians. And then on their minds is the spirit of violence and fighting. So when you come here, you're an island, you're a small island, and then you have to work with the bulletproofs around you. Everything will do what you mean. So me, I have faced a lot of bad things, but I have faced with my chat in my hand. Yeah. Sometimes I have to protect my own kids with my chat. Sometimes I have to use other means. But my kids are South African. My wife is South African. And I feel sorry. I feel sorry. I feel sorry to sometimes go to some places, some clinics, help people, and the same people end up insulting me. Yeah, I feel sorry. The stream of ignorance. And then there is this new rich people in South Africa. These rich people in South Africa, they became filthy rich. They discriminate their own people. You see, I'm a black guy. I'm calling an ex-black guy black. What's going on here? And people, they don't like it. People say, fuck. Yeah, this place is messed up. But if you're courageous, you are a person that like to fight, come, you can fight here. But my experience in business, living, the state of cost, the salary, for you get money paid is a nightmare. They want you work for nothing. Or you are a rich person, you bought a house, you employ him to come to do your garden or repair your car, wash your car. They want to be paid a fortune. They don't want the base rates going to like 300 rand a day for work. No, they expect you pay. And then there is this funny thing. They expect you feed them. They want to leave the job, go home, fed it. And then I ask myself, you come to do a job, you didn't have the dinner. You expect the owner, the person who give you a job before you start work to give you tea, bread, and everything. And then you, like the other day, I left my bag outside with some jeans. I hired this gentleman to come to do some handiwork. Okay, you're doing the handiwork because the jeans are out there, pick it up and gone. You get paid. When I look for my jeans, where are my jeans? Where are my jeans? The guy took it. I went to see the cameras. The guy will put it in his bag. It is sad. South Africa, you wake up in the morning, see people jump on the taxi, go to work, go to this. You think about what's going in their minds. But you see these people driving the Mercedes, the BMW. I don't care. They can drive anything. But when you go to the offices to ask for a document, this is an example. You go to ZARs or finances, or you say, I came to certify this document. Yo, you didn't greet me. First you should greet me in my own language, and then we can talk about that document. This is South Africa. Yeah. If you like it or not, I'm telling you, you come here, visit, buy something, do something, get out of here soon as possible. For us who came long, 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 long before, we are fucking stuck here. And then when you're talking the truth, they hate you so much because you told them the truth. How are you gonna be loved? How are you gonna be wanted? You don't love yourself as a person. That person is giving you help. You wanna kill him because he's giving you help. You open your business, you follow all the formalities. After you follow all the formalities, legalize. This bunch of people, they are not police, they are not nothing. Just because they think whatever they think, they have to come and destroy your business. The police doesn't do nothing. The government, the president, nobody talks about, because they support. But when they go to out there, South Africa is open for business. South Africa is open for killing. South Africa is open for racism. If you're a good racist, this is the place to be. If you're a good racist, if you are a good arrogant person, if you're a guy that likes fight, like beating, steal, rob, this is the place. Yeah, this is the place. How you can explain? You go to the bank or to. I deal with the government offices many times. You are classified. There is a classification in the government office. You have to be truly black South African. To do business with government, you have to be proved you are black. I saw this friend of mine, he's a South African, Tebiso, is in jail in Barberton. So, yeah, the kids with a lady from Zim, because Tebiso got life sentence in Barberton. The Mapumalanga is from that area, Soweto, Debsonville. So the kids, they went to get the register. They need for school and all this. Because the mother is from Zim, the father is South Africa. Hey, yo. The way they treat those kids. We have to come together, pay lawyers to save those South African kids. The South African kids, the father is South African. But the people in the Home Affairs, they're trying to make those kids Zimbabweans. Those kids, they didn't born in Zimbabwe. The father is fucking South African. We had to spend thousands and thousands of rands for those kids to be registered, to be recognized as citizens of their own country. How could you do that. How the humanity has gone in this place. How? How can we do that? You want to buy bread here. You want to pee here. You want to make your big feasts there where you buy bread. Anyway, I don't think there is a future here. I always thought just is a time of change, but there is nothing changing here. There is nothing changing. Every day I went to change tires. This was another thing I felt. I felt for the people. You see these brothers and sisters sitting there in this tire place. You arrive there, you go walk to the reception. The outside say, come. No, don't talk to. This is a business. How you deal with this situation? And then because you deal with the owner of the place, when you come say, you're fucking this, you're fucking that. Why you swearing me? What I have done wrong? So brothers and sisters, they're out there abroad. If you are planning to come to South Africa, start business, you need to learn here. You have to learn to be violent. That is the first thing. And then you have to learn yourself to be racist. You have to accept somebody discriminate you, and you have to also discriminate them. This equal by equal. You have to be prepared to be shot and you shoot back. It seems like I'm promoting violence. I'm not promoting violence. This is what, if you have a house, you have to have one eye look, one open. Yeah. This place here is messed. It's finished. Don't make yourselves think South Africa is paradise. It used to be paradise. It's very sad to talk about South Africa like this. After your friends, everybody, family, everybody you have done for this country or whatever you, and then see the country going like, yeah. These people here in this country get big salaries, but they're getting salaries for doing nothing. Nothing. My wife for the last 10 years can't get the birth certificate. She's in South Africa for Eastern Cape. She can't get the birth certificate, unabridged birth certificate. Jesus. Unabridged birth certificate, she can't get. We've been home affairs, we've been everywhere. There is no way of getting. My friend, I have 2 kids. Go to home affairs. South African lady. Go. Get the big surprise. Check how many kids you have. We have just created a state for her. No, you only had 1 kid. I have 2 kids. I have 2 kids. One born there in Florida, another born at Baragwana. No, in the system here is written 1 kid. And go get the kids, bring here. We brought the kids here, the kids. Here the birth certificates, here the name of the parent. All my affairs people say, no, they are not your kids. DNA proved everything. Her kids. But their own people, they're telling her they are not their kids. Where we have reached in this country. Anyway, thanks. If you have watched, please share it. Let people hear these things. This place is really messed up. You guys come here. Don't go visit CBD Johannesburg. Go visit Alex. Go visit, go to what's called Ivor Park. Go to visit Tembisa to see the real thing goes on here in this place. Even telecom, telecom doesn't exist anymore. There's no work. That is another thing. You call telecom, I have a problem in my line. The guy won't swear you. Hey, Baba, I just called to say I'm booking a fault. He won't swear you. This is the level of things going down in this country. If you like this life, share it, comment it, leave your comment. Let me know. Here is no intention of monetize make money now. Subscribe to the channel. We are talking straight, clear. No shortcuts here. But don't come here with the dreams. I'm going to be millionaire. I'm going to be rich. It's a fantasy. Go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. Bad luck for us who came here a long time. We have families. That is our bad luck. We have kids here, everything. There is their own land. They can't. You born somewhere, you can't change where you born. You belong there. That is your culture. That is your grandpa. That is your ancestors. Everything. It is sad. Thank you. Leave comments. Let's talk about